everybody. Welcome to the Task 6 Creating a Collaborative Video Podcast. My name is Luis Alberto Velilla. I am host the presentation in today. My classmate is Jennifer Alejandra and Pablo Cedeño. In today, they uh, tell about the experience, the pedagogical experience about the practice or other process. Start the first question. When I how I started learning English? Jennifer, tell about the topic.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our English learning journal. Okay. And how I started learning English. When I was in middle school, I wasn't interested in English. However, when I started 10th grade, my interest in the language grew, and so I decided um to study English teaching. So I began practicing with Duolingo and searching for YouTube channels. And I discovered a channel called Pacho Ochoa, and I love their English course. And I start love the English, and in that way I start learning English. It was my stars.
Okay, so good viewpoint. Continue, please, classmate Pablo.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Uh, I started learning English when I was in seventh grade at the age of 12 years old, more or less. I remember that at first I had a hard time understanding the lessons, but little by little I learned more and gained confidence.
Okay, very well the answer. Oh, my
And
viewpoint is
you?
okay. I share my viewpoint for the first question. I started learning English when I was a child, around the age of 7. My first exposure was throughout school, where English was a part of the curriculum initially. I involved in learning basic vocabularies, for example, animals, fruits, colors, subjects,
Oh,
geography,
excellent.
yes, and simple grammar rules and conversational phrases. Over time, I expanded my learning through TV shows, books, and later the internet.
Oh,
Okay,
excellent.
okay, thank you very much. I continue the second question. Key challenge and how you overcame them. Jennifer, please, your point.
Okay. Um, the main challenge I face in learning English have been improving my speaking and listening skills. These areas have been difficult to me, but I keep trying to get better. I think my biggest obstacle is my lack of discipline. To overcome this, I plan to take a personalized English course with an excellent teacher next year. I also plan to keep watching movies, listening to podcasts, and enjoying English songs to strengthen these skills. That's my answer.
Nice answer. Continue, please, Pablo.
Okay. I think that my challenge once and I still today is training my ear. Science it is not as shiny as I would like. At first, it was difficult for me to understand quick conversations or dialogues, uh, like movies, for example. To improve, I started listening to music in English and watching series in with subtitles.
It's so perfect case.
Excellent.
For example, I practice translate subtitles the series or movie in Netflix or other streaming apps. I love listen music in English.
Of
Uh,
course. Oh,
and practice. Okay, my case is a vocabulary building, pronunciation, grammar rules, figure speaking. For example, in vocabulary building, I first understanding and remembering new words was overwhelming to talk keys. I use flashcards, get a vocabulary notebook, and regularly review them. Association new word with image or context also helped.
Mm,
Okay. And
excellent.
pronunciation felt tricky to silent letters and vary some for the same letter. I am practice the iPad International Phonetic Alphabet. It's so good
Mm,
the better the pronunciation, the new words.
yeah.
Uh,
excellent.
yes. Thank you very much for the next slide. The third point, effective strategies that help you improve. Uh,
Okay.
oh, Jennifer,
Pablo,
please.
okay.
Oh, Pablo.
Okay. I have used several strategies to improve my English. Uh, One has been watching series in moving in English. I also listen to music in English too, which I not only like, but it helps uh, improve my vocabulary, excuse me, and pronunciation. I also belong to English chat group where I can practice writing and speaking. The situation have been me opportunity to learn from others and receive feedback.
Okay, so good strategies. Um, continue, please. Classmate
Okay.
Jennifer.
The effective strategies that help me improve my English. Okay. What has helped me improve my the most is listening to songs in English and teaching English. Teaching English is very good for us. I believe that when we teach, we must prepare so thoroughly that we clarify concepts while learning them ourselves. This process has significantly improved my understanding. Additionally, watching movies in English have been very helpful for me.
Okay,
And
so good.
you, classmate
Uh,
Luis.
okay, in my case, my effective strategies, I use the skills, reading, writing, listening, speaking. For example, reading daily, reading books, articles, and newspaper in other country. For example, the news and fake news. Listening at Chile, podcast, debut, song, spoken various accent. British accent is so good. And
For me,
writing
is a little complicated.
complicated. For example, the word forever in American accent, in British accent is forever.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
change the pronunciation, the word.
The pronunciation in Britannic English and American English is very different in some words. In Britannic English, sometimes or they usually finish the words in believe, así como en a. So,
Adele, Adele, Adele saw singing the the British as a
uh,
mark,
I love Adele.
saying
Okay.
saying. The effective writing regularly, immersive learning, surrounding myself with English content, and engaging with native speaker. Is very matter. Practice the pronunciation with other native person or other person the level B2, C1, C2. Okay, continues. The next point. Memorable experience related to learning English. Jennifer.
I wanna answer this question. Okay. One of my most memorable moments with English was when I sang an adult song at the school where I was doing my teaching practice as a teacher, as a student of Lillet. Um, People really enjoy it, and I was it was a beautiful and unforgettable moment for me. So other memorable experience was when I had the opportunity to teach English to a group of indigenous students. I have that opportunity, and it was excellent because the English for the indigenous persons is a third language and can teach them English, basic English. It was an memorable experience for me. Thank you.
It's beautiful experience. And what song? Oh, Adele.
I sang Someone Like You of Adele in that school.
Beautiful, beautiful letter.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, continuous. Pablo, please.
Okay, my memorable experience was an I one was when I attended a cultural exchange abroad. For a week, I lived with a family in Puerto Rico eh, who only spoke English. At first, I feel a little lost, but I realized that it was an excellent opportunity to practice the language in a real life environment.
Okay. And remember, the Puerto Rico is called the Dreamer Island or I loved Iceland. I not remember.
Repeat,
Puerto
Luis, please.
uh, Puerto Rico is called Dream Island or Lot Island.
Lord Aslan.
Okay, so good. Thank you very much. My viewpoint is one of the most memorable experience was participating in a school debate competition in English. Although I was nervous, I gave me the chance to use was a hard learned and real world scenario. Winning second place boosted my confidence tremendously. I am nervous for the tall or speed in English for the many peoples.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I'm so sorry for my voice. Yesterday I sound very in the friends.
Don't worry.
Okay. Uh, and the last point is your current level and future goals in English proficiency. Jennifer or Pablo?
Mm, okay, I think that my current level is quite basic. Probably around A2, but my goal is to reach a C1 level. My ultimate aspiration is to teach English or Spanish in a school in the US, working with native English speakers. And so I think that I should improve my English because right now or at the moment I have basic English living for my aspirations, but I know that I can improve.
Okay.
Okay.
So good. Continuous, Pablo.
I consider my English level to be a basic B2. I manage to communicate effectively in everyday situations, but I still have areas in which I want to improve. Uh, my next goal is to reach a C1 level, which will allow me to participate in more complex conversations.
Mm.
Okay. I share your answered partners. In my case, currently I will consider myself an basic or medium level, a B1, B2 in other skills. For example, my listening is so.
Oh, me too.
My speaking is good, but I moment no remembers some words. Then I block it. I am nervous for the no fluently conversation in some case. Okay, but I understand subtitle translate. Um, it's so good. Travel in other country for the practice experience with a native fluently for the better pronunciation and others social aspects learning in other country. My future goal is to achieve native life fluency, especially in pronunciation, to expand my academic and professional vocabulary, to use confidently in public speaking and writing formal publication, and to learn additional English dialects and cultural nuance for better global communication.
Excellent,
Eh,
mate.
so good for
Oh, good.
the recommendation,
Oh, good.
partner.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you very much for the participate in the podcast. It's very important the communication and use for the experience practice. And God bless you.
Thank you very much for all the listeners who were here in our podcast. Thank you.
And welcome,
Thank you for
welcome.
watching
Bye
the
bye.
video.
Bye
Bye.
bye. See you soon.